Imagine having a wonderful career and then ruining it all in order to kill your husband to be with a freaking prison inmate. End of said wonderful career, right? So, a Missouri woman who worked as a prison nurse reportedly reached a plea agreement this week in connection to the death of her husband, or the murder of her husband, I should say. He reportedly died because he was poisoned. Eventually, evidence came out that showed she was having a freaking affair with a prison inmate. 47-year-old Amy Murray entered an offered plea this week, and that was to the second-degree murder of her husband, 37-year-old Joshua Murray. In December of 2018, Joshua's body was found in burnt remains, and that was at the couple's home in Iberia, Missouri. The medical examiner eventually determined that he had died before the fire occurred. It was said he had died due to being poisoned with antifreeze. Authorities also determined that the fire was a result of arson. According to a probable cause affidavit, it was then determined that Amy was having an affair with a prison inmate at the Jefferson City Correctional Center, and that was where she worked at as a nurse. Investigators listened to phone calls between Amy and the inmate, whose name was Eugene Claypool. He was reportedly convicted of second-degree murder in 2001, and he was serving a life sentence. Why run your life for somebody serving a full prison sentence? I don't get it. During those phone calls that took place before the fire and death of Joshua, her husband, Amy reportedly expressed a desire to get a divorce from him. On December 11th, 2018, she told police that she and her 11-year-old son and the two family dogs had gone to a McDonald's. And when they arrived back home, the house was on fire. She told police she couldn't go back inside because it was filled with smoke. Joshua's body was eventually discovered on the bed in the master bedroom. After this fire, it was said Amy told that inmate that her husband was, quote, out of the picture, and that the two of them could get married. She also mentioned hiring the inmate an attorney to appeal to have his sentence reduced and possibly be released. Originally, Amy was charged with 4 felonies in connection to the death of her husband. That included first-degree murder, armed criminal action, second-degree arson, and tampering with physical evidence. She was also charged with first-degree sexual abuse and 3 counts of offender abuse by an employee of the Department of Corrections, and that was in connection to the affair with that inmate. On Tuesday of this week, she reportedly accepted an offered plea, and that was to 1 count of second-degree murder, and she was sentenced to only 12 years in prison. That's it. For killing her husband and starting a fire, 12 years, and other things she did. Absolutely unreal. She, in my opinion, deserved way more time than that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and for more true crime, be sure to follow and subscribe over on YouTube.